I've always kind of been against portfolios on Squarespace, and I never really thought they had the greatest functionality. There's two things in particular that annoy me. So one is there's no draft function. As soon as you put something up there, it's live, which isn't cool. I think there's a URL trick to maybe put it into a draft mode, but that's way too complex. And what's the point? And then the second is that you can't pull portfolio items into a summary block, which I think is quite an oversight on Squarespace's part. But they do offer a lot more flexibility than a blog post. So a blog post, you can have a draft mode, you can pull it into a summary block, and at this point of recording, I use the blog collection as my portfolio because I can categorize it. I can, as I say, pull it through summary block, draft mode, blah, 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 blah. But a few of my students in Six Figure Design Club have said, Sam, you're missing out. Portfolio is like really cool. You can have tons of customizability. And I was like, okay, maybe I need to look into this. Then I did. And now I'm thinking, actually, I am going to move what I've put in the blog into the portfolio. So if you're anything like me and you've either stumbled on the portfolio collection or you were a blog convert, this is for you. I'm going to go through how to set it up, all the options available to us, and we'll go from there. So let's jump in and I'll show you how to get it set up. So run our website here. If we go into pages, and then we're going to click plus either in main navigation or not linked, wherever you want to set that up. So hit plus, and then we're going to grab portfolio here. We can pick either one. Well, there's one here as well. It doesn't matter because we can change this at a future date. So call that portfolio. And then it's going to take us in and we can see our portfolio in real time. If we click on edit, we're going to want to change the content hub first. So how everything is presented together. To do that, we click on edit section. And we've got all these different options here. So you can see like follow cursor. What else have we got? Hover background. Honestly, I think these are all a bit poor. The best one is just going to be grid simple or grid overlay, which you can see here. I am going to go with, let's go with grid simple. Nice and simple. And you can change the height. So that just changes the height of the section. The width, which just means, do we want a big padding either side or not? I'm going to make that full width. And then we can choose our columns. I think 3 works best. And then just the spacing, so horizontal and then vertical. We can fiddle with that. Aspect ratio, depends what you're showing off in the portfolio. I personally think if you're a web designer, the 3:2 standard works well because it pretty much accounts for the width of like a mock-up or a screenshot. And then we've got text alignment. So do we want that to be centered or left? Weird how you can't do right. I'm sure you can do that with code. Hover effect, do we want it to zoom like this? Or do we want it to fade like this? Personally, I quite like the zoom. So I'm going to go with zoom. And then text spacing is just the space between the top of the text and the portfolio item. And then you can change the colors of the background too. So I'm going to go with bright 2 for this. Then what we want to do is actually set up our project. So if we go into project 1, you can see basically we have a template set up. Honestly, this template is a bit pants. So I would set up something around what I'm going to show you now. So let's start with this. Again, not brilliant, but if we drag this in and this in and then this down, let's just drag that. Okay, we're beginning to see something cool. So I'm going to H1 this, stick that to the left, and then we can maybe put the category of that on top to the left as well. So if I show you an example now, this is my design company, which no one has seen yet. This is a world exclusive. If we go to portfolio, I'll show you how I've set this up. So this is a client of mine. What we've done is we've done that left align text. We've done the image. We've put an overlay on it. Then we've got some more text blocks, text block, button block, images. Then we've got more text. This is a calendar embed from cal.com. And then this is a list section with a little bit of code on. And then this is just in the footer. So this is kind of how I would set up most portfolios. I think this works really well. So if we go to design, we'll stick a 10px border radius on this. Let's make this white. Let's make this, just say, not category. It's going to be category. There we go. And then let's say I am doing a project on banking. So get something from banking. We'll get this guy. He looks like a very smart man. So get that uploaded, and then we'll go into the design. We'll put an overlay on, and then we'll make sure we have full granular control. So we don't want the image to be taken over. We just want it to play a nice part in the background. There is our top part. And then we can have, like, let's say some text underneath. Let's move this into the next section. So I've just pressed Command and C on my keyboard, and then Command and V to copy and paste that. So let's just say, intro to project, and then make it a little bit bigger. So H3. And then I don't know why H4 is bigger than H3 on this. That makes no sense. Let's try P1. There we go. So intro to the project, bring this up, and then we'll get rid of this. And I think we've got a gallery section here. So let's drop this down a little bit, and we'll fiddle with the gallery section. So edit the section, and we will change this to masonry, 3 across, and you can see we've already got a nice gallery where we can display our work without the user having to scroll too much. So what you want is a user experience where they don't have to scroll forever and ever and ever. What we want is, like, if we go back to the top, is they can see, okay, this is the category, this is what it was, this intros to the project, this is the work. All that takes is one scroll. All it takes is one scroll, and then we can have maybe underneath some form of call to action. So if I put in a contact, let's see, do we have that here? Contact, and let's put something that doesn't look absolutely abhorrent. Let's go with, this is quite cool. We have address, how to contact us, where to find us. I don't know what the use case would be for you, depends what your business is, but if you follow those rules pretty loosely, then you're going to have a nice portfolio item. Now, the only other thing is we need to change the featured image, but again, this is something that annoys me about portfolios, is that you have to upload directly from your computer. So if I go onto here, I'm just going to upload something from a client website. So featured image, this was a screenshot I took. It's from a Gillette ad. It wasn't like some weird video of some old man getting changed. But anyway, you can see, upload this. We can change the title to, again, let's just say Gillette, because that's what it's from. Change the URL slug, save. And then if we go back into the portfolio, you can see that that is now on here. We click in, and we can see the full project like so. Now, hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, you can get in touch using the links in the description.